boxing, I went into such a dark space. I really, before I used to drink, but I used to drink to have fun. I started drinking to actually stay in that high mode. And I drank my life away to absolute oblivion. To even think I'm actually here is amazing. Because I got to a situation where I got picked up off the street in a hospital, had seizures, you know what I mean?
Yes, welcome to the 13th and final round podcast.
And today we have a special guest and a friend.
Yes, we do. We have the dapper one, Ian Napa in the house. Yeah. He's looking dapper too.
Yeah, man. Look, he's got shades on. Still, this is where I used to watch him on his way shades, man. Bro,
Tell us about that ring entrance. Where did that come?
Well, do you know the funny thing as to how that actually started was, I remember the first time I actually saw someone wearing shades into the ring was actually Neil Swain.
Neil Swain, yeah.
When he fought Michael Brody.
That.
And that was a good fight, because I used to follow Michael Brody a lot.
Yeah.
So, but I was nervous at the same time. I didn't even plan on wearing glasses.
Yeah.
It was my mate, Jason Matthews, that was in my change rooms. And I goes, you know what? Let me wear those glasses. And he goes, yeah, go on then, mate. And that was it. And it just set off like that.
Yeah.
It's funny how things happen.
I
was
an amateur then.
That's how it all started. Because from then, I just went on to just wear glasses and everyone was like, yeah, wear the glasses. No, okay.
Music as well, we came out to him.
Oh yeah.
You enjoyed yourself.
Oh yeah, I was always motivated. I think Nas played a big part in the way at that time he was just the top boy.
You never meet him?
Yeah, I did actually. I actually went to Sheffield a year before I turned pro. Because my plan, to be honest, I was planning on actually seeing if I could go join them up in Sheffield. But Brendan Ingle said, you're still young. I don't feel like you should go back and do more and just come back as a man. And at the same time, I was planning on to do that. I thought, all right. Then I went on to the World Games and lost in the quarterfinals, and I'd won the senior ABAs as well. So I thought to myself, hold on, mate. These guys I'm looking at in the World Games was literally in the '96 Olympics.
Yeah.
So from what I gathered to myself was that this is the best I could get in amateurs. And previously, I'd boxed in other championships, international championships, and won a bronze medal. I'd actually qualified for the next Olympics because those international fights were qualifying you onto the to the Olympics. So I thought, you know what? The way I see it, this is the best of the amateurs. And when I lost that fight it was in Hungary, 97, yes, 97. Then I thought to myself, okay, I'm at a situation where like it's either what do I do? Do I wait for another 4 years, or do I just do it now? And at the time I was 18.
Yeah.
Knowing how like being the way I am, most guys do turn professional quite young, and by the time you're 30, you're more or less finished as in the smaller divisions. So I thought to myself, I started to sit down with myself and really just had to think through, because I thought to myself, you know what? Yeah, I'll go pro, because I didn't feel like I watched the Cubans in the final that won the World Games, and I didn't really think much. I'm not saying I didn't think much of him, but I thought I could have fought this guy myself, and I could see how I could beat him. But at the same time, it's just the thought of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm understanding that. Yeah, I can do it as well. So I just thought, yeah, this is the best. That's the best the amateurs have now. So let me try the professional side of it.
Some people's style of fighting is more suited to the professional ranks as well. Would you say your style of fighting was more suited to it?
No, my style was very amateurish at the time. Whereas like it was a lot of, because the smaller, like being a light flyweight, it's a lot of movement. It's constant, like you're never in one spot, like jumping. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more like a sword fight more than anything, you know what I'm saying?
Points.
Yeah, So in that way, I had to sit down and start learning, but you know, being young, because let me make you understand better, because what happened is, the way I got into boxing for start was never that I wanted to be a boxer. My thing was to be a football player.
Okay.
But the fact that I'd tried all different clubs and I'd been turned down because I'd been small. Went to Arsenal, went to Wimbledon, went to QPR.
Team you support?
Arsenal, unfortunately.
So you guys let us down this season. Let City win it again, man.
What can I say, bro? You know, to be honest, it's the funny thing about now I don't really watch football. Since I started boxing, I only watch the highlights. I'm not passionate about how I used to be passionate football. Because when I used to be in football, it really broke my heart that I couldn't make it. I used to be a frustrated fighter, like anger issues. You know what I mean? Always that little guy, always having a scrap with a bigger guy. You know what I mean? That was me. Then I just thought, you know what? Let me try this boxing. I went to a club that done football and boxing, but I walked in there, and the funny thing, when I walked in that actual club, Cranham Manor, I walked in there, I thought to myself, I come there to do boxing, but when I saw people hitting the bags, I was like, no.
You heard noise.
Yeah, I just like the way people were banging the bags, and I was thinking, do I really want to do this? So I goes, is there football today? They goes, no, you could try boxing. But the way the guy put it on me, I was just like, all right then, okay. Went in there, but I always had an idea of how to box anyway. Because I'd always used to shadow box, and my mum used to think, oh, some of this kid is crazy or something. But like, then I just went in there and just started. Because what is my talent is not, was never boxing. My talent was being able to imitate what I see. That is where boxing just came in that sort of concept.
Are you good at that now?
You imitate?
Sugar Ray Leonard. So because my grandma used to watch Sugar Ray Leonard, and she used to always like go on about the bowler punch and all that. So I thought, you know, when I walked in there, I started doing exactly the same things I used to see Muhammad Ali bouncing around. I felt like I could dance as well, so I was just doing it. I was just doing it natural without thinking about it. Just because remember I said to you, I got picture memory of things where like my talent is being able to imitate stuff. So I was just reenacting what I saw, what I used to watch. Then they asked me, have you boxed? I goes, no. They goes, all right then. The old school coaches, Bob goes, yeah, all right, then get in the spar with him. That was it. The first day, about an hour in the gym, within an hour of sparring.
How do you do?
I got my face jabbed off. It wasn't the same. It was the same of just hitting the bag. You know, like you hit the bag, But when you're actually in there, it's a different thing. Because someone is actually hitting you. So you got to understand of the movement, or moving back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just like, as soon as I got jabbed, then it's like my eyes start watering. I just started throwing wild shots, and
It's like getting mad.
Ah,
Back to the road. Back to the road.
yeah, just went back into that typical hooliganism, you know what I'm saying? That kind of that natural instinct of like, I gotta get you now, like, you know what I mean? But after a while, about 3 weeks into like all that, and I started understanding boxing slowly.
Yeah.
That same guy didn't want to spar no more.
Wow.
Within 3 weeks, just like.
I always like listening to you on the WhatsApp group because I can tell that you understand what you're watching. There's a lot of people in boxing that just do it off, I don't know, natural ability, but they don't know how to pick it down. But when we're saying things in a group and someone says, this person's going to win, this person's going to win, you don't just leave it at that. You actually go into, this person's going to win because of this. So I always knew that you had even when you've boxed, I could see that you were a thinker. You had IQ in there. You was thinking about what you were doing. You was calculating what you're doing.
Yeah, you know what? You see that type of IQ as well. I got hand it out to some of the because I'm a person that got obsessive behavior sort of thing. Whereas like if I do something good and I'm really interested in it, I'll go to the extreme of it. So like when I started boxing, the gym I started boxing at was Cranmer Manor. And the training was just Monday and Thursdays. But on Tuesdays, I go to another gym called Coveston, which is literally in the market, my local market. Coveston, which would produce Kirtland Lang. Yeah, used to have all those kind of fighters, Tony Lang, Joe Ryan, there's quite a lot of fighters that came out of Coveston. You get what I'm saying? So I would go there, and that gym was absolutely rugged. It was like, the ceiling was literally like, it was the smallest gym ever, but it was the hottest gym, and I was going there, would do bag work, anything. And there's a guy in there called Tony Jones, and he used to say to me, listen, he used to teach me think like my footwork, and say, listen, if you don't know, he used to say to me, if you want to carry on looking like that now, you have to learn to use your feet, move around. And carry on looking pretty, but he used to do that and makes a spar with, and was a spar with him, but he's just, he's just tapping the body and everything. And like, I just got into all that. Then I started going to, I'd go to Lions Club sometimes, St. Monica's. A few times I went to Repton. I just used to take myself personally, not like, oh, I'm going with a club. I just
take yourself.
I took myself to gyms, go in there, spar. And people were like, who's this kid like? I ain't got a clue, I just carry my gum shield and that's it. I didn't have boxer boots or nothing, just that's it, not even a head guard. I go in there, keep trying all different gyms, then obviously go back, still be at the gym, my regular gym on Monday and Thursday. And that's how I like.
Who was the best trainer for you that you trained around?
It's amateur.
Any amateur?
As my amateur trainer, that was Steve and Bob Kipps, their father and son duo. That Jason Matthews was from the same gym. Michael Watson was from that same gym as well. And Sylvester Mitty, he was from that same gym as well. So that gym had a good reputation. But like I say, boxing in those days was slightly different, because what we used to do, we'd go and spar other gyms on a regular basis. So like, every training session, at least you sparred. So you learned that you picked up the game quick.
Different styles and that.
Yes, so like I've sparred so much people that like some people come up to me years later like, do you remember you sparred with me? I'm like, sure, all right, okay. But not even a clue that, because that's the amount of people I sparred is just, was all over was like, I'll take me to a gym. I remember I've been to Stonebridge, I've been to all different gyms in West London. Like, there were so many places like.
That's the thing about London, isn't it? In London, there's so many gyms for you to actually have the opportunity to do. Up in the north, you've got to go
out of town.
You got to go out of town, do you know what I mean? You've got to go to get your experience.
So it's an amateur, people from out of town come over to our gym, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You guys spar. We always. Well, you guys still do that. I think you guys spar tougher down here than we do in the north as well.
Open sparring.
Oh yeah. The sparring. I mean, to be honest, like I remember, even at the time when I was British champion, I used to spar with 4 different guys, but I'm doing the full 12 rounds.
Yeah.
So like, by the time the 8th round is over now, another fresh guy's coming in
You
now.
finish.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
When I say the guys just,
On.
bro,
Try to prove something.
I'm eating the jab for fun.
Yeah.
And these guys are they're all heavier than me. Like I spar with a lot of I spar with Rocky Dean, Mickey Coveney, Mick Coveney. We used to call him Mick, Metal Mick. We used to call him, and Buster Dennis. All these African, there's loads of different African guys that used to be in there, and those guys are just physically fit, physical, they don't understand between sparring and fighting. So it's on 24/7. So you have to be switched on at all times.
It's interesting that one because some people, I'll ask you guys what you think. People say sparring's different to fighting. I think it can be, but I also think some sparring can be like fighting as well.
I think the sparring is better than fight sometimes.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch that on Sky TV than.
Oh yeah, I remember when I sparred with this guy, I sparred with Buster Dennis, but he's like compact, he's short, like, and he's like really muscular, like, oh God. When I say like, you gotta know, if you can't fight, you can't stand it with those guys. That's why you see with those guys, I learned how to fight off the ropes and stand there with them toe to toe. And like, me and him was going at it, non-stop punching 8 rounds. You know what I mean? And then after that, I go do another 4 rounds with someone else.
Yeah.
Cause like my trainer be like, yeah, stay in there with him. He's like, right, don't run away. Just stand there with him.
Do you guys ever look back on it now and think, when we were doing it, but now I look back, I'm like, there's some crazy things, man.
But you know what? To be honest, you see, to me, I believe in our training. My method of training are old school. I looked up to the likes of, because me, I've really like boxing. I'm a boxing historian. I more believe the greatest fighters are from the past. And to me, I've never seen, like, even today, the only person that I can say matches that is more like Floyd or Terence Crawford. They match that sort of style. You get me? Don't get me wrong, there's other fighters like Inui, but they've like, obviously with him, he's a good fighter in my division, and I believe he's on to greater things. So, but obviously, we'd have to see him against someone that's really within his same level as well.
Yeah, gonna challenge him.
You see that's what I'm saying. See what I loved about Sugar Ray Leonard is that when he met Thomas Hearns, that is the guy that defined him.
Throw some leaks.
You
see
need
what
a
I'm saying?
dance partner, right?
See those guys, you see what I'm saying? Then you have people like, as much people don't really speak about him. Aaron Pryor was a good fighter.
Yeah.
He was an amazing fighter, because when I look at his record, I was like, wow, this guy, he fights crazy, but he's one of the fittest guys I've ever seen. Like, he could just, when he fought Alex Aguero, he just...
Yeah, I think that was probably Roy Jones Jr.'s only problem. It's not his problem, but like, he didn't have proper dance partners like some of the others.
Yeah, Roy just... you know what? I so looked up to Roy, but what happened is, personally, my personal opinion is that I feel that when he moved up to heavyweight,
just retire.
that was
downfall.
Then that was his downfall. After that, he should just left.
I haven't seen
there.
the fight since.
Because
since he won that heavyweight title,
Yeah.
I never watched the fight after that. I never seen the title fight. So you know why? Because if he retires after that John Lewis fight, for me, he's the greatest of all time.
yeah.
He
should have.
legacy.
He should have, man. It's just the saddest thing is that boxing is very, very psychological, mental. You find a lot of fighters, when you take it with that boxing, bro, you're in a dark space. It's easy, like, you know, like, I used to get my family like, you can do this, you can do that, you can do coaching. No, it's just not the same adrenaline. The everyday getting up, and it's weird. Only Only a
hard to
fighter can
replace.
understand what I'm saying.
They don't understand. Family
Yeah.
don't understand.
It's hard to replace
Yeah,
that.
it
Like,
is.
even if you go on a roller coaster ride, it's over in minutes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the
We gotta get
adrenaline
that buzz
rush.
back again.
Yeah.
They don't.
It's can't. You can't. It's one of the. That I suffer from that. When I left boxing, I went into such a dark space. I really, before I used to drink, but I used to drink to have fun. I started drinking to actually stay in that
Buzz.
high mode.
Yeah.
And it just, I drank my life away to
Jeez.
absolute oblivion. To even think I'm actually here is amazing. Because I got to a situation where like I got picked up off the street in a hospital, ended up had seizures. You know what I mean? All those kind of things. Like it got to a point where it was so bad that I literally, because I'm sure human body carries about, I don't know how many pints of blood, but I had 4 pints of blood put back into me. That's how bad, like, I'd ruined myself. So, yeah,
But you
boxing.
pull through that. Where's life at
pull
now?
through.
Yeah, no. That's just life now. Life is very stable. You know what I mean? One thing I always have to remember to myself is that, regardless of where I'm at now, always the thing that keeps me together is understanding what happened in the past.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something? How did you pull through that?
I don't pull through that.
To where you are now?
You know what? It was a combination of things. I mean, I had family. Like my mom and my dad really are. They're they're the two people that never gave up on me. I even have friends like that. The friends who I didn't think were my friends
You know,
were the ones that came out the blue.
we met, and I remember ringing you. You were a bit low. I remember we speaking.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Remember when I added you onto the boxing group?
Yeah.
And you said the boxing group helped you. You
Yeah.
said, explain.
Absolutely, because I was so lost in the world. And the thing that was always frustrating is when you go out, let's say you go out in general, and people see, oh, you're still boxing.
That hurt.
You know I don't box no more. It's not like yeah, when are you going to come back? But I know they're clowning me, really, but
Yeah, but it upsets you.
I'm like, and that used to send me on a drinking spiral as well. So I used to drink, and I used to be quite embarrassing. I'll be honest to myself. I used to be embarrassed to get drunk in parties, sitting like certain places like full asleep, sitting down at the bar and all that. I've done it. I've been there, done it all. Like, I mean, I ain't even mixing my words. I'll tell it as it is. Like, I've done absolutely the worst. You get me? Like, it even got to a point where my mom had to ban me from coming to the house because I'm just a nuisance. I'm being a bad influence to my sisters and that. And my dad, the same thing. Then I went really low to a point where like I was homeless.
Remember.
Went to a homeless point, and I had a couple of friends that actually put me up. But I never physically slept on the street, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You didn't have anywhere to go.
I'll be
Just
sofa surfing, and like life is not fun at all. You know what I'm saying? It was that was terrible, because you're having to just, you become a yes man, innit? In the sense of like, every time like you be like, oh, it's alright if I come and stay over here. Yeah, all right, yeah. You know what I mean? It is what it is, but like I do appreciate all those people that put up with me and helped me out and never gave up on me. And I mean, like I said, my mom and dad never ever gave up on me, even though they showed me the tough love, which was the best thing they've done. Because if they actually let me come home, and I'd have just carried on and went to tell myself to the grave, really. Because along the way, I've lost a few friends through the same addictions, like drinking, drugs, the whole lot. Get me? Like, I've done such a major spin around, especially when I've done the boxing group. I started relating to it felt like I grabbed my life back.
what did that group do for you? What put
You
together?
see, what the group does, it actually brought me back into the, when you're speaking to people that actually have your same experience, and people are reaching out to me. There's a lot of people that reached out to me, like like on my on my DMs.
Yeah.
And in that way, they actually explain the stories. Because with me, I'm a bit erratic. I can't hold nothing in when it's bugging me. I just splash it out on Facebook, Instagram, and my mom was like, "Hey, and what are you doing? Stop doing that. You're embarrassing." So I was, "Mom, that's just who I am, innit?" But I can't help it. I can't sit down and let something bug me. If something's bugging me, I'll tell it as it is.
You think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it's the best thing.
Because it helps you.
Yeah, because if I was one of those people that you know, some people hold things in. When you bottle things in, I've seen people actually have nervous breakdowns after that because they're holding it in, and the next thing I'm thinking, "Are you alright? You alright?"
Yeah.
But sometimes, obviously, there's certain people you can't be like that towards because you know they're very fragile. So it's understanding.
It's the way you say it, though.
Yeah.
You could, like, what's the word? It's being confronted. What's the word? Confronting something without being confrontational. There's an art to that. Because most people, they feel like, I'm not gonna say it because it's gonna come out wrong, so they bottle up. And then some other people are like, there's individuals in your group, I won't name names, we all know they are.
Yeah.
And then they say it is, and then they offend people. But you can say what you need to say without having to be doing stuff.
Yeah, it's about, you know, like English is very diverse, so it's about wording it right.
Putting the words together.
You know,
You're not offensive, though.
No, it's just like, because like, I mean, I've got kids, so I understand that. Like, my oldest is 26, and the second like 23, then the other was 22, 20. My youngest is 16. Yeah, I got 5 boys.
Yeah, but you're in number.
But they're really close in age, and it's the funny thing even my kids, they didn't even give up on me. That's the funny thing, because they know who I am.
Yeah.
But they could see that this is not my dad. But then obviously when I just like turned my life the other way around,
I'm doing well now.
it's just like the relationship is just amazing. It's just like we just do a lot of things together, and it's just like I feel totally rounded off.
Do you understand what gifts you got, though? Because you have got gifts.
To be honest, my gift is that, well, the one I mainly see is that I'm able to, I don't know, especially, I mean, I can only speak on like me and my children, in a sense of like being the role model and like having gone through what I went through and coming back and the kids not even blinking an eye. And just like, yes, Dad, like, you know, they'll still love you, like, regardless. We just knew what the problem was, and that was it. And so with that now, my gift is that I'm just a genuine guy. Because they knew who I was from the first place. So like, in that sense, they know who the real person is. So I think that side of it is just being the genuine person I am.
Do you know what direction you want to go in your life? Do you know what you want to do now, next?
Now it's more of a, what's the word? Staying clean and sober and just doing the right thing, taking one day at a time.
I like that.
But the long term of that is putting things together, like, you know, staying in the boxing environment, because that's what's really taken. That's what my life consisted of, really. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been to college, got qualifications,
Not the same.
but I've never ever actually. I've worked, but I never actually worked in the industry I've studied. I've got my A-levels in business studies. I got my 6 GCSEs. You know what I'm saying? So, like, in that sense, in that intelligence-wise, yeah.
You are right. We say that. So this problem I found with most fighters, and I always tell him off for this as well. Like, if you live in the past, you'll be dragged back.
Definitely.
If you live in the future, your patience is then the key in it. Like, you're not living in reality. It's one day at a time, doing everything you can do today to work towards that bigger goal. Taking every one day at one time.
Yeah.
So he likes to put old pictures in boxing, and I said to him all the time, it's all right now and again, but don't live there. Because you're doing something great with this.
Yeah, no. Well, don't get me wrong. It's something that we're always gonna. I believe boxing is an achievement.
Yeah.
See, that legacy is something that you could never forget because you put so much time and energy.
Yeah.
You more or less put your life to it because, like, as we said, like, you could get in the ring and not come out.
Yeah.
You could come out in a box, you know what I mean? So in that sense, to me, it's a massive badge of honor. Cause
100%.
because like, to me, I respect even the guy that goes there and loses, because that guy there, it's a funny thing, when I used to watch boxing, technically, I used to watch how some of these journeymen actually, how they don't get stopped, how they survive, how they,
They're skilling.
you got to understand it.
Some of them could have probably won, but chose to not.
Well, that's what they're there for.
The guy that gave me a real eye opener was Anthony Hanna. I boxed him, man. This guy kept shaking me up with a left hook. He did all that nothing, but the commentators weren't aware that this guy was shaking me up every time. He catches me left hook, you know, because he boxes with that that style, like where he's got his left hand really low, but you'll never see that left hook catch you. He just keep tapping you, slip, bam, you just touch your left hook. But me, being young and so eager to, like, thinking, he's lost loads of fights. Oh yeah, I'm gonna punch him up. You know what I'm saying? But every time he hit me left hook, catch me on my temple clean. I thought,
Just make it wobble.
yeah. I remember I even had to message him and say, man, like, years later, I said, yeah, you know what? You're the guy that actually taught me to not to box. Because on stage I used to box square and I never used to understand. I was thinking, the reason why he's catching me clean is because I'm standing square on in front of him. And he's just sideways a lot. And all he does is just rolls forward, just dips forward, bam, touch my left hook, clean. Because I'm like that. A bit square on, like very amateurish in that sense. I think it was about my fourth or fifth fight or something like that. Yeah. Then I realised, oh wow.
There's lots to this game you can learn, right?
It's like,
there's loads of things. The reason I asked him the question though is like, so for example, you come out of boxing, and you know you got the gift. Like I was saying to Daly, you're a teacher. Every time I listen to Daly for me, if you go and listen to him all this, he's a breath of fresh air because he's younger. But he knows boxing, man. He knows, and they don't have teachers in boxing no more. Like there's so many people now training people, but they don't have teaching.
The thing about it,
do you know what I mean?
The boxing world. One thing I learned after boxing is that the boxing world and the training world is two different worlds. Two different worlds. You can be the greatest boxer. When it's time to go to be a trainer, you're starting from the bottom, mate.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You might know it, but can you apply it?
Exactly. Not every fighter can be a good teacher, but there's some people that were terrible boxers but great teachers.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what I mean to see anyway. Because you look at like Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach, he was an alright fighter. He went nothing special. Look at Roger Mayweather, two-time world champion, but he didn't have that many fighters. Like training-wise, you get what I'm saying? Then
the game is the winner stays in. The question is, who is the most elusive fighter of all time?
Most
elusive fighter of all time.
Will that depend on weight? Or
Anyway,
but I'm gonna shout them out to you, right? The winner stays in.
All right.
Johnny Nelson v. Roy Jones Jr. Elusiveness. Who's more elusive?
This one's a hard one. Do you know why I say that? It's because Johnny. I won't, because Johnny's a reflex fighter, but he was taller than his weight. So he's a thing where it's like, he's a guy that'll make you miss by like 1 inch, whereas Roy Jones' speed was his defense and offense.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to even judge this one, because
that's why I did it the way I did, because it's tricky. I want it to be tricky.
Yeah.
Who wins it? Who's the most elusive fighter?
I'd say Roy Jones in that sense.
Why?
Roy Jones.
The reason why I would say Roy Jones is because Roy Jones is fights in bunch. He throws punches in bunches, and he's very quick and accurate with it. As much as Johnny's accurate,
Yeah.
but Johnny's more devastating in the sense of when he hits you,
Yeah.
it's either it's over or it's more or less kind of gonna be over. Whereas Roy Jones, at middleweight, yeah, he was dangerous, like, but as he moved up the weights, he throw combination punch. He's a combination puncher. He was more like for the entertaining side of it.
So Roy wins that one, right?
So Roy wins in that
So
sense.
the winner stays in. Roy Jones v. the drunken master Emmanuel Gustafsson.
Manny Augustus. The Manny Augustus, you know, he fought.
Yeah, no, he gave Floyd the hardest fight.
Yeah, and he boxed John Thaxton as well. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're cool in it.
Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah. John's been, Faxton. He's fought. I think I boxed on a show with Hatton when he boxed Hatton. Yeah.
Who's the most elusive fighter, Roy Jones or Emmanuel Gustafsson?
No, I say Manuel Augustus, man, because he took more risks in the sense of like, he literally make you miss with his hands down, facing the other way, dancing. Come on,
Emmanuel Augustus.
you can't beat that. You can't beat that stuff. I think Ben Whittaker tries to be like that.
So next one, Emmanuel Gustafsson
Yeah.
v. Jorge Paez. Who's the most elusive?
Jorge Paez is another one still, but what I'd say, I've seen Jorge Paez at his antics, but not much of it. But I've more seen Emmanuel Augustus. But I say, I'll make that a tie, to be honest.
Yeah, you got to choose.
You got to choose one.
Oh, go choose one. I'll go Emmanuel Augustus because I've seen more of him than
Okay, so
Jorge
hit
Paez.
next one, Emmanuel Gustafsson. Winner stays in. Pernell Whitaker.
Oh, Whittaker was like a magician.
Yeah. So you say
Whittaker, like I can't. I even put him above Mayweather.
You're saying Pernell then?
Yeah.
All right, Pernell v. Lomachenko. Most elusive fighter, Lomachenko or Pernell Whitaker?
It depends what stage of their career you're talking about.
Any stage, they're the best.
I'll say the reason I say Pernell, because Pernell Southpaw, he made it look so easy, like.
Yeah.
And he wasn't a big puncher, like, in that sense. He was just like, he made it look like.
So Pernell.
When you try to copy Pernell, man, you become lazy. You become lazy. It's so relaxed that you can't do it, man. You become lazy. Yeah. Nah, Pernell.
Pernell, winner stays in. Pernell v. Willie Pep.
I'll say it's two different styles, man. The reason I say it's two different styles is because Willie Pep, see guys that box during these times, they didn't mind taking a shot. But what is Willie Pep, when he throws a jab, he's already slipped it. Every punch he throws, when you watch Willie Pep's style, watch Buddy McGirt. Same style.
Yeah.
The forward jab, remember these guys, they box sideways, already jabbing, they slipped already. Hit that shot, they already slipped.
Yeah.
For the hook, they already ducked.
Yeah.
So, him and Buddy McGirt are very similar styles. If you look at that kind of style, yeah.
You have to choose one, Willie Pep or Pernell. The most elusive.
I didn't really see that much of Willie Pep's. I only saw the fights that they've showed, but I say Pernell Whitaker.
Okay.
I say Pernell. The reason why I say that is because it's more current in the sense of like what I've seen more. Whereas
I like
Willie
he has to explain this. What I like about it.
Yeah, no,
You can't just say it.
I can't speak. I can't speak on
So Pernell is still winning. Pernell v. Muhammad Ali.
See now, you see that.
Everyone is.
You see that, the reason why that's a bit hard, yeah, in the sense of like Ali.
You have a game plan.
Now Ali, Come on, Ali. It's hard to really go against Ali in the sense of like, if you watch Ali in his prime, like the way he just made everyone look so simple, and he knocked them out in style. Especially, I like the one when he beats Cleveland Williams. It's
That's the best.
God,
That's
fight.
the best performance I've ever seen.
Yeah. I remember.
You gotta choose though. Which one?
I gotta choose Muhammad Ali.
All right. So Muhammad Ali, the most elusive fighter, v Floyd Mayweather. The most elusive.
Now you go. The reason why you go with Floyd in that sense.
More than Ali, elusiveness.
The reason why, because you gotta remember Floyd.
Floyd, your boy.
Nah. You know what? Elusive was nah. You gotta go with Muhammad Ali. Do you know why I say that?
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because Muhammad Ali at his prime would not get hit.
Yeah.
It's only when he started the antics of like standing in your face and just thinking, so all right, hit me, that sort of thing. But
he got older,
when you
right?
really look at
the young Ali.
The young Ali was untouchable, bro. It's just untouchable. You go give it, because even when Floyd, the young Floyd, was very aggressive. He did used to get hit.
Pretty boy.
Yeah, pretty boy Floyd used to get hit because he stands he stands the right there in
the pocket.
In the pocket, ready to slug it out.
So last one. Ali's still winning it. Last one. Who is the most elusive fighter of all time? Ali or Prince Naseem Hamed?
Oh God. Naz is amazing, man.
Yeah.
I've seen Naz in training, sparring and make it look like, am I really watching something happening or am I dreaming?
I used to watch that for years.
Yeah, and like, he's sparring big guys, but Naz will make you miss by just like literally a fingertip.
Yeah.
And you can see the punch, and the guy had, as small as he was, had the cheek to just like bang you out at the same time. And you're like, damn.
Yeah.
I never believed it till I actually saw it. No, thank God I never. Too small, man.
He'd have been too small. Nas have beaten him.
Nas, I remember I fought a guy called Ronnie Mercer, and Nas broke his ribs. And Ronnie Mercer Ronnie Mercer was the first amateur. He won the ABAs because he's from Liverpool.
Yeah.
And he was on the light flyweights like me.
Yeah.
He dropped me twice when I first turned senior.
Yeah.
We had London versus Liverpool. Like everyone from London won, and I was the fight next on.
Yeah.
I was thinking everyone's won, and I was just turned senior, and this guy just won the ABAs. I just watched him win the ABAs. Then I thought,
you gotta choose though, you swear it. Ali, Nas, you gotta choose it, man. Swear it.
Nah, Nas was elusive, man. He was elusive.
So
he's much more elusive than Ali. Nah, that's different weights.
So Nas is the most elusive fighter of all time.
Forget the weight. Both in the area, both.
Who's the most elusive fighter in there?
Nah, you go hand it to Nas.
So Nas is the most elusive fighter.
Yeah. I'll go with Nas. Because
catch Ali with shots.
Obviously, no. You see, that's what I'm saying. It's a different weight division.
But it's just the style.
The style. Ali's style was amazing, but Nas's style.
You took it to the next level. You won't have Nas without Ali.
Yeah.
You would not have Nas without Ali.
Yeah, that's where elusive wise, Nas was the man.
Yeah.
Because when I saw him, I met him at one boxing show in London, and I said, bro, you're the man that made me believe in myself, because when I actually saw you in Sheffield first, and I went down there and I saw you watch your training, I said, if he can do it, why can't I do it? Well, just, like you don't, when you watch people on TV and as a young kid, you don't believe it until you actually see the person in real. Because I first met Nas was when Bruno won the world title.
Yeah.
I was at ringside.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what was it like that?
Wembley,
feeling
that.
when you-
Wembley, it was the old Wembley Stadium, yeah.
Yeah, when you fought.
Remember, I watched Neville Brown earlier on in the earlier stages. Neville Brown, I was like,
Yeah. Neville's a good guy.
I was like Neville Brown because he's always in them. You never know who's gonna win fights.
Yeah, Neville always turned up to fight.
He could turn it around as much as you could get dropped.
Yeah.
He was always an exciting
Remember
fight.
that Hassim Sharifi fight?
Yeah, I've seen. You know what? The first one I actually watched him is when he fought.
Collins.
Was it?
Jason Collins.
Nah,
Andrew Flute.
no, he fought I think he's a Welsh or Irish kid. He was going to be something big, and I think they were really trying to take Neville out of the picture. And he dropped Neville. Neville turned it around on him. Turned it around.
Yeah.
I think he dropped Neville twice.
Yeah.
And let's be like, I said Willie something.
Yeah.
And like,
Willie Quinn.
yeah.
Willie Quinn. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then he just turned it around on him. He just like, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was over for Neville. The amount of times he got dropped, I was like,
Yeah, it's good
it's over. Then he just, the blue just starts got into the body, breaking him down. Then next thing is just like, uh-oh.
You still get that? You see that movement? You still get that movement, man.
Yeah,
You jump in the ring sometimes, little move around.
No. I stopped that, you know.
Yeah.
Because I you know when I can start realizing, especially with all these funny injuries that happen to fighters, when they've left boxing years later, and I just said, you know what, I better stop this spar.
Yeah, leave it alone.
I remember I used to spar with Charlie Edwards,
Yeah.
spar all three of the brothers.
Yeah.
Nah, I know what I mean.
And I'd finish boxing.
Nah, I stopped the head spar. I still body sparring.
Right.
That's all I do. This body sparring to keep me sharp.
But if you ask him if you have another fight, he'll say yes straight away.
No. It's unfinished business.
Come on.
It's unfinished business.
Put him in Dubai with the right money. That's it.
My career just finishes like that without me, my consent, you know what I mean?
Most people don't get to close their career the way they want.
closure.
Nah. Yeah, that's true.
That's why I'd say yeah. You know what I mean? You'd say yeah.
I'm sure all of us would.
Yeah, you would.
Because the thing about boxing's weird, man. It's like, see, like now, I feel like I train harder in the sense of like maintaining myself, maintaining my health.
Yeah.
I'm more fighting to maintain myself now.
Keep yourself.
Yeah, keep myself in that right spot. Like yesterday, I done what? I done 12 3-minute rounds on the bags.
Yeah.
About 30 seconds each round.
Yeah.
I done my.
You can do it muscle memory. Yeah.
That would have been hard.
It would have been 10 rounds. That would have been like, I'll just do 10. I remember. Like even things like, I know, you're right.
Experience you got now.
A lot, yeah. So understanding the 12 round is very important.
Yeah.
You know, the little intricacies of how to save energy.
That's right.
Yeah, you know how to actually sail for a round, even when you're tired. You know what I mean?
Stay close.
Yeah.
Mess him up and.
See, that sort of experience is something that can't be taught by experience. Experience is the only thing that.
Yeah, you have to go through it, right?
Yeah.
You have to go through it.
That's why I even told certain boxers, don't be scared to get tired in the gym. Get used to it. Get tired in there so you can. It's not a shock to your system.
No, you got to do all your learning in the gym.
Yeah.
Always.
You've got like experience here. I want you to tell the camera, tell the people out there, give them something, some motivation or something before we end this.
Yeah. All right. Not a problem. Yeah. No.
Give them a quote or something.
Yeah. Like to me, you know what? One thing I will say is that a lot of boxers, for some reason, I don't know, because it's become more about the trainer than the boxer. A lot of boxers need to actually learn to believe in yourself. When you come to the gym, you come as you one actually comes into the gym. You need to believe in yourself, believe in your own ability in that sense. And understand, sometimes you have to challenge your trainer on certain things you're doing, and then obviously you got to learn to listen first and foremost. Don't be arrogant in that sense. Then you also won't learn nothing. But the main thing is learn to believe in your own ability as well. Some people might see it as cocky, but sometimes you need to be like that. Think about, I mean, you look at the prime example, Muhammad Ali. He did say what he was going to do.
And
a
he
lot of
did it.
people thought, oh, he's been a bit cocky, but sometimes you got to learn to believe in yourself. I mean, not every one of us are good talkers. You know what I'm saying? Like, but do believe in your own ability. That's the main thing.
Because at the end of the day, when you get in there, the only person in there is you and your
Yeah,
opponent.
because, you know, like, if you're thinking about it, boxing is 60% mental.
Yeah.
The 40% of it is more is physical. It's just about believing in yourself. So I've seen a classic example of that was when I watched Eddie Guerrero. He fought a good fight. Then when he got in with Floyd, he froze.
Yeah.
Froze.
Yeah. It's all this.
Yeah,
Fear.
he froze. He totally froze. And I said to myself, this guy fought an amazing fight before. Then when he got in with Floyd, he froze. The occasion got to him.
Yeah.
A few fighters have done that. Let's
That's happened to me when I fought all the journeymen, but I used to watch them on Oblivion. That's what happened to me.
see what I'm saying? It happens.
Fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Solid.
Live and learn. Yeah.
That's why, that self-belief is such an important thing.
Yeah.
Because some of the stuff we like in the group, that's where, like I say, I always question, like, you need to learn to believe in yourself. Like,
Yeah.
when people say, oh, I train with Ben Davison. Ben Davison is not God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, but he's not God.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of other trainers. What you're trying to say? There's only one guy
Yeah.
in this country. I mean, Ben Davis never boxed. All of us were boxers here. We know what it's like.
Yeah.
Put him in the 12th round.
Yeah.
Put him in the 12th round, fight himself, and let him show you how you do it.
Yeah.
Come on,
I
bro.
understand what you're saying.
So that's what I like. Me, like, I don't believe in gimmicks. All that. I mean, don't get me wrong. AJ is alright, but he's not a great boxer. I'm being real.
Yeah.
If AJ was boxing the same time as Lennox Lewis, AJ wouldn't even talk about him. A guy that would have been totally destroyed AJ, Ray Mercer.
Oh.
I'll give you a good example of that. And Ray Mercer was not even that top level like that.
Giving them.
I'm giving you the truth.
You're giving nightmares.
When people are, I don't get, one thing, I believe in my own ability and my own understanding of what I've been doing boxing since 1987. Why would I not believe in what I've been involved in? Come on.
Yeah. There's no substitute for experiences.
Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes people are, what's the word?
Say it ways.
Gullible.
It's like people, the lack of self-belief is where, like, see me, that's why I always thank my parents. Like, I was brought by my grandparents, but my parents always say, you got to believe in yourself, man. It's like, respect. It's like, for example, respect, yeah? Respect's a two-way street. My mum used to say to me, if an adult cannot show you respect, that adult don't deserve your respect.
Match someone's people energy.
Exactly, because if you're not showing a kid respect, how do you expect that kid to respect you?
Yeah.
Lead by example.
100%.
It's one of these fundamentals that, like, I was taught by, think about it, my granddad, really, he was the main guy that installed a lot of morals and principles in my mind. Born in 1930. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem nowadays. A lot of people don't have the same morals.
Those, to me, morals and principles will always remain the same.
Yeah.
It's
Self-discipline.
right is right and wrong is wrong.
Yeah.
So to me, that's the reason why, like, when you find boxers actually box, most boxers actually fight the way they live their life.
It's true. That's true.
Look at Mike Tyson. Reckless. Reckless like that. The style is reckless because that's how he lives.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, he did explain his life story, then you get to understand the person that's in front of you. When a man's crying, he's scared of himself. He's scared of what he's about to go and do.
Yeah.
So like, even when I teach boxing, like, when a kid's finding it hard at the same time, when they're like struggling and all that, I'm like, listen, this is part of a life skill. I break down things into how they live a life. I say, what? So you're gonna just stop? If you stop like that, you're not even like, let's say like I give him a set of 10 and he's struggling by the time he gets to 6. I say, yeah, at least you've done over half the demand. Get what I'm saying? Whereas like some of them will stop at 3. So I'm like, no. See you? I tell them straight, I say, listen, in real life situation, you quit in anything you do. If you're in the gym quitting at the start, you will quit in real life when things get out. Because the world is a cold world.
Listen, we could keep talking to you for a very long time.
We're gonna keep talking off.
Oh yeah.
But
I need to stop myself.
Nah. We're gonna talk. We're gonna keep this chat off camera.
Boy, the advice what is given to you out there, take it in. Take it in.
That's very important, man.
Thank you very much.
Don't forget to like, share, and comment.
And hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend, and we're here.
And we out.
Alright?
13th and the final round. Hit them up, man.
That's it.